Hey guys, welcome back. New guitar day, and this is a mixed feelings review. As you can see, this is a acoustic electric guitar, and another Amazon purchase. This one was purchased brand new, and I took a complete chance on this one only because I'm a sucker for thinking I'm getting a great deal all the time. And this could very well still turn into a great deal. So let's talk about the guitar a bit. So it is what is the brand? Cecilio, and the model is Kalos. I believe that's how it goes. You can see here it's an attractive headstock, Kalos written on it, and below it just says by Cecilio. It is a solid spruce top, Engelmann spruce supposedly, and it is an attractive looking spruce wood, as you can see on the top. Looks like it's a two-piece spruce, but it does say solid, and it appears to have decent binding inside the guitar. Looks like X-brace binding. The bridge and the fretboard are rosewood, albeit very, very dry rosewood, as you can probably see by the discoloration towards the back end of the neck. In fact, you can't even see one of the sound holes. One of the abalone dots looks like it's almost non-existent on the upper fret. It's got to be cleaned thoroughly to get that to come through. So this thing's been laying around for quite a bit. The sides and back of the guitar are rosewood, and this is what attracted me to this guitar. It has a nice stripe going down the back of the guitar. Back of the neck is also rosewood, and it is has a very, very high gloss on it, both on the front and the back of the guitar. So it has a gloss finish, and it has basic sealed tuners on it that you can see right here. Pleasant shaped headstock, and what's nice about it is it has binding that goes not only on the front of the guitar and the back of the guitar, but also along the fretboard and up along the headstock. So it's completely bound, which is nice. And the tuners on here, the actual, tuning pegs, have like a matte finish to them, which is a nice feel. And they are decent feeling tuners, I have to admit. They seem to not slip much, and they seem to be pretty decent in terms of the quality so far. The sound hole has nice abalone, whether it's real or not, but it's attractive around the fret hole. And it has a clear, you can see that or not, pick guard. It's a completely transparent pick guard on it. So those are really the specifics of the guitar. The other thing that attracted me to this, aside from the fact that it has, supposedly has a real rosewood fretboard and rosewood back and sides, and it is a solid spruce top, is that it comes with onboard Fishman electronics. So it comes with a Fishman ISIS electronic system on the guitar, which does have a built-in tuner on it. So here you can see the electronics. You see the blinking light. That's the tuner. And it simply has a volume button, the tuner on it, a contour button, and a phase button. So it's basic, Fishman ISIS tuner electronics, but they work fine. I've already tested them out, and they work absolutely fine. Let me shut this off. Now let's get to the negatives of sometimes just taking a chance and blindly buying something. So what appears to be a really good buy, and by the way, $69.99 is what this guitar goes for on Amazon. I'll put a link below, and they do have some still in stock. But the reviews, there were only a couple of them, and they both had issues with the guitar. In terms of one had a twisted neck, another had other issues with neck separation. They've had multiple guitars, and I have my own issues with this one. So right out of the chute, this thing, when I first got it out of the box, it basically didn't play. I mean, these strings were as flat against the fretboard as possible. So I had to take the old Allen wrench and make a couple of adjustments so that, you know, it is, at least you can get sounds out of the guitar. Problem is, it still has issues here with the high E string. See, it buzzes and it doesn't really do much. Now, the B and E strings past the 11th, 12th fret on here, just all you get is pure buzzing on the guitar. You even get it on this, on the G string, the B string, and the E string. All have significant buzzing past the 11th fret. You hear it as well, really up and down the fretboard. So I think this saddle, and again, I'm a neophyte here with this stuff. I don't typically do a lot of work on guitars, but my initial thought here is that the saddle probably needs to have a shim put in, because the action, raising the action didn't relieve or fix this string buzzing issue. So I think that this saddle probably has to be removed and maybe a shim put in. Or it could still be a potential issue with the nut, although the nut looks okay on the guitar, and it appears to be I don't think it's a bone nut. I think it's a plastic nut. But the nut seems to be cut relatively well. I don't think that's the issue. The strings are horrific. These things are ancient strings. They look like they've been sitting around for ages. In fact, one of them looks like it's on the verge of breaking. So the strings right out of the chute need to be changed. And the only other thing that, you know, might be an issue, and again, it could very well be the problem, is that they have high frets that need to be worked on the guitar. So I'm still at a loss here whether I'm going to keep it, if it's worth it, because I did pay $69.99 is a great price. If I'm going to keep it and just eat the cost and bring it to a guitar tech and have them do their magic and me invest another $70, $80 to make this a playable guitar. Because I think even at $140, it's probably worth it if it comes out to be a good playing guitar with a solid spruce top and rosewood back and sides. But caution to everybody that is looking at this video here, and there's no sense in me even plugging it in now, because bottom line, it's not playable in the state it's in with the string buzzing issues that the guitar has. But these are great guitars if you have the ability to work on them yourselves. Because if you can fix this thing yourself and not invest any additional money, for $70 you've got a really, really dynamite, solid top acoustic electric with Fishman electronics. If not, and you have to bring it to a shop, if it's not too much for them to charge you, it might still be worth it to bring it to a luthier or your local guitar tech and have them work on this and make it playable. But the moral of the story with these Kalos Cecilio guitars, out of the box they're not playable. And my review is just going to be another one on Amazon saying that that's the case. Now, what did the guitar come with? Which also makes it really, I think, a good value, on at least on surface, is it ships with a gig bag that is one of the better acoustic gig bags that I've ever gotten. You know, gratis, right? So this ships with the guitar. It is a thick, padded gig bag that has, you know, a great compartment on the front. It's got another compartment on the front that you can put things in, a bigger compartment that you can put things in on the neck. You've got this here if you want to put strings, guitar, you know, chords, whatever the case might be. But this gig bag is an extremely well-made gig bag that ships with the guitar. It also came with, you know, a cheap electric, you know, guitar cord to plug into your amp. Came with Fishman electronics warranty and manual, and it came with a Cecilio card, which talks about the guitar, a little bit about what potential issues are, etc. And of course, it comes with the needed tool for adjusting the truss rod, the hex wrench, the Allen wrench. So, and last but not least, this little tag that says Fishman on board. So you know you have Fishman electronics on the guitar. Do I recommend it? at $69.99, I think on the surface it's probably a good buy, assuming that you know what you're doing and you can fix it yourself, or you're willing to put money in and bring it to a guitar tech. Short of that, you're going to return it because, as I said, it's not playable in the state it's in. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, guys. That's the Kalos by Cecilio acoustic electric guitar, purchased off of Amazon. As always, guys, if you have any questions, fire them below. I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as possible. As always, if you like these videos, please support the channel, subscribe, give me a like. And until the next time, as always, guys, be well and stay safe. Take care.